another week, another suit. Today at the SAP office in the Netherlands, and today is all about S/4HANA Public Cloud and innovation. And innovation, of course, with using SAP Business Technology Platform. And I have the privilege to show something with BTP, and especially my hobby from the past year, SAP built process automation. Looking forward to it. To my room. I'm happy to be back in the SAP Experience Center in the Netherlands. This time not as a facilitator, but as a presenter using a business technology platform that I have with me to build all your components on it or use some ready-to-use components that you can install on BTP.
Welkom allemaal bij de tweede editie van de SAP S/4HANA Public Cloud Innovation Day.
We all know that AI is on fire. It is the only thing the industry can talk about.
We just had the keynote by Timo Elliott about AI, of course, innovations within S/4HANA Public Cloud or within innovations within SAP or innovation at the whole world in IT is about AI. I really like the statement that the current AI that we can experience today is the worst AI that we will ever experience in the future. It's going so fast. AI is a game changer and will also change how we work with ERP systems, and maybe we will even grow into an autonomous enterprise. After that was Hans Kroes about what is S/4HANA Public Cloud doing for specific industries. Great customer stories as well, and yeah, it's about time. I think it's 5 minutes or something. Then I will showcase the build your innovations with SAP BTP using business process automation and AI. And before people come in, let me show you what I will show today to the customers. Today I'm using, of course, SAP built process automation, and I built this invoice approval process, which is quite pretty straightforward. So there is this form that's where you can identify your invoice. Then this bot is going to process the data on the invoice. Then we have this decision flow to determine the approval of the invoice. And then we have the invoice approval form, a notification or a rejection, and then the process stops, which is, and again, as already said, pretty straightforward. Now the automation looks like this. It's triggered by the form. Then it's going to extract all the data. It's using a template for that, the invoice schema template. Then it's creating an invoice with the parameters that I have already predefined. It's really simple. It's the header data, it's the sender name, it's the cost amount, and it's also the employee name. Then when we are done, we're going to record all the data in the invoice data and then send it back to the process. And then we're going to determine the approver, which is done by a decision table. The decision table is available over here, and it can be pretty straightforward again, but it can also be quite complex. And now it's really simple, because if the vendor name is ABC Communication, then it will be me. Okay, let's just kick off the process by starting up this form, which is over here. My name is. Then there is this path to the invoice. And then there is an invoice date, which is the date of today. Just submit. The form has been processed. Let me check the automation. It's running right now, the desktop agent. And now it's finished. So if it's finished, then let's go to my inbox, and hopefully there should be a new one coming in. And there is. And you can see the information is being extracted from the invoice, the company name, the invoice number, the cost amount, and my own name. And the invoice looks like this. ABC Communication, invoice number, and so on. Go back to this approval step, and I'll approve. And if the invoice is approved, I will get this notification that my invoice has been approved. Hooray! It works. Now, some other things to show. You can also, of course, monitor your process. Now you can see that there are two instances open. One I've opened to show the dashboard, and that's a critical one, and one is taking too long. And you can also see, hey, there are some open instances. The notification form is open, and the invoice approval form is open. And if you click on that, then you get the details. Click on that, you get even more details. And now you can see, hey, where in the process is this step hanging, and you can take proper action to make sure that we continue with the process. The demo scenario I just showed you about this processing, automatic processing of the invoice, is also available in the store. search, and then there is this sample one. And here you can see that if you select this from the store, you get all the artifacts, like the invoice, instance, and the forms, and the process. And you can also then, you are ready to run, you just deploy it to your own BTP environment, like your trial or your free tier or your production environment. And then you have this invoice approval process yourself. If you want to do this from scratch by yourself, then you just go to developers.sap.com. Okay, let me show you. Start. Then you go to process automation. Then you set for invoice. And then you have invoice processing and we're using build process automation. And now you can start step by step to create this invoice approval process as I just showed you in your own BTP environment. So BTP is using just like a Lego box. You can get all the components. Put it on your BTP platform, and then you are ready to run and let your creativity flow and use BTP for innovation in your S/4HANA cloud environment. That was it. Wrap up the day. SAP Business Technology Platform at the S/4HANA Public Cloud Innovation Day.